Hello again! Welcome. Gonna try another going in blind. Last time we did IO Bomber Defense Pacific, which was actually pretty okay. Check out the last video to see how that went. This time, we're going to be trying out Iron Brigade. If this is the first going in blind video that you've seen, this is pretty much me having no clue whatsoever as to what these games are about. They just ended up in my Steam library through many different means. Most of these actually came from a random Steam key pack through g2a.com. I kind of thought it would be a good idea to see exactly what kind of stuff you'd get from that, and it's been 50-50 so far. Sick Brick was an absolute flop. I pay that out every single time I start one of these videos, but check out the Sick Brick video and you'll see exactly why. It's just, yeah. Wooden Floor was a bit hit and miss, but from the feedback I've gotten, mostly miss. I think I was going a bit easy on it. Melissa K was actually kind of alright, bit of a funny thing plot-wise, but not a bad game. Point-and-click adventure, or point-and-click mystery kind of game. Anyway, let's hop into Iron Brigade though. Let's see what this is about. All I've had to clue me into it is just the faint screenshots that you see in the background of Steam here. So let's launch this. I ain't no super sampling man, so we're gonna just go for normal Iron Brigade, I guess. Hopefully we're actually gonna be able to see this. Okay, this has not told me anything about this. I'm even more confused than I was before. Okay. Error reports? Sure, take my information.
The enemy crushed my legs, but he couldn't crush my spirit. And he couldn't stop me from serving my country.
Okay. Wow, this guy.
I met Farnsworth in the radio corps of the Pacific. Didn't talk much. We just listened to enemy broadcasts, hoping to hear a code, a signal, anything. What we heard, no one was prepared for. Where it came from, nobody knew. Farnsworth and I were the only survivors. But after the broadcast, we were not the same.
Okay, I'm really intrigued now. This is a perfect intro.
What makes you stronger, or in our case, smarter. Suddenly, I could create miraculous machines to help the war's wounded walk again. And suddenly, I was the toast of the town. Until people saw Farnsworth's creation. Why walk when you can bring the world to you? From the safety of your own bed, take it all in. Devour the world. Did the tubes drive him mad? Or did his madness use the tubes to escape the prison of his mind? All we know for sure is that the tubes are the plague to end all plagues.
It is clearly the internet.
Our service.
It has tubes.
And so, without hesitation, we return to our trenches and march.
Okay. Anyone watching, if you want to get people oblivious to your game, interested in your game, that's the way to do it. Let's play this fucking shit. Start a game.
What, are your legs broken? On your feet, soldier.
I think the game is locked to 30 frames per second. If I was Total Biscuit, I'd be losing my shit right now. But I'm not.
And take that mask off. You'll get used to the smell.
As Frank Woodruff Jr. fights through the world troops, reckless abandon, risk taker, and family man, seeks to avenge his crippled father, loves to sleep with his wife, kill 30 enemies with a tree branch, Motovision head hanging on his wall. I don't understand that concept, but okay. Eats Polish sausage for every meal. Did a stand-up routine at his uncle's funeral. Wow, okay. So obviously this game has a bit of charm and wit to it. You know what? I'm gonna go for the guy who killed 30 enemies with a tree branch. He is amazing.
Well, we didn't recruit you for your looks. Let's get you ready for action.
This hurts me. Okay.
Son, You are standing in the greatest invention that military science has ever devised for keeping a soldier safe on the battlefield. The trench. The only way to get hurt in a trench is to get out of the trench.
Okay.
So we've made some small modifications to eliminate that need. Mechanical legs, fresh water supply, full bar, latrine, cigar humidor, first aid kit, etc., etc. Let me show you how it works. You can start by looking up at the sky. Nicely done. We've got intel the tubes will be attacking our coastal ammo depot. Now let's get that training bucket in motion.
Jesus. Okay. So the controls a very hair
Let
trigger.
me marking key assets for you to defend with these green flares. You can monitor the integrity of the ammo depot with this meter. Make sure you defend.
Oh, thank Christ. Okay, so they actually did something pretty good
Let's try
here.
some target practice. Now take nice shooting, Marine. Destroying tubes will gain you experience. As you gain experience, you'll be promoted to higher ranks. Higher ranks authorize use of better trench equipment.
Okay, so this does kind of remind me of the mechs from
But you can manually
Matrix
reload them too.
Revolutions.
Nice work. Don't worry about ammo. We've got more than enough bullets for those two bastards.
Oh, that's good. That makes me happy. Okay, so anyway, what was I saying?
Rinto was right. Here they
Oh
go,
shit,
soldier.
okay, no time to talk apparently.
Is this your plan, Frank Woodruff? To send another innocent man to die in your place? When you could join me today and end all this bloodshed? Well, I too have created a line.
I'm jealous of his beard.
Single-minded desire to spread the broadcast and destroy anything that blocks the sea.
How the fuck have I never heard of this
Fire on
game?
those resistors.
Okay, as usual, I'm just thinking of movies that this is like, and
We're expecting more
this
waves
reminds me of Edge of Tomorrow
We'll be
mixed
marking
with
their positions when we detect a tube presence.
mixed with Matrix
Wadsworth
Revolutions,
can send his mono
mixed with
multiple
Brigade.
conduits at once. Stay vigilant.
Okay, well, you can go away. Go to hell. Go to hell.
Take it. Your mobile trench can take a beating, but eventually it'll give out. Check your gauge and be careful.
Okay.
It appears I may have underestimated your new trench, Marie. It takes a bold man to shoot an enemy that can't shoot back. Lucky for him, I have one that will.
Oh, goody.
May he
Now,
spread
if you're
the
from
wisdom
Australia,
of the broadcast.
you'll recognize this as our local,
Those Tommies will park
local
off in the
fauna.
distance and attack their target. Get out there and take them down.
I really don't want to meet them head on. I don't like the way that they look at me.
It's a good idea to reload your weapon between waves.
Okay. Actually, I should focus on the ones that are shooting. Be better. Ah!
Good
Get out of
job,
it.
Marine. We're picking up a massive tube broadcast.
So,
You won't be able to handle this one alone. We're coming for you.
oh, thank Christ. Okay, they're mine. That makes me feel better. So, it seems like I've stumbled into another tower defense game. I said last week that,
Marine. Damn tubes.
Jesus.
Let's get you aboard.
Oh boy. So I said last time that yeah, I really don't play these. Seems like fate's got another plan for me. Got good scrap, good kills. Okay, I guess these are... Okay, that's pretty cool. I like this. Where a game will actually will just let you focus on leveling up the weapons that you're using. That's fun. In other games, some for some reason do this where you basically you unlock stuff, but you can't really focus on what you want to. For example, I've leveled up my assault class or whatever, and that's made my sniper rifles better for some reason. That kind of crap. Whereas, if I'm playing assault, I want my rifles to be better. Small pet peeve, but yeah, some games do it, others thankfully don't. So anyway, let's continue. Wow, they've really focused on giving a cinematic edge to this.
Morris Hardy, sir.
What were you doing on that beach, Morris?
An iron lung, holy
Like you were a
fuck.
target to me.
Just a few more minutes and I would have slaughtered every last one of them.
No time for chit-chat, soldier. A situation has developed. We've finally located the source of the broadcast. That's the good news. The bad news is, we're going to have to fight through one unholy nightmare after another to get there. So let's get started.
That's cool. I wanted Unholy Nightmares. That's exactly what I ordered
Thanks to
for
your earlier
Christmas.
efforts, the ammo depot is safe. We have to get you back out on that beach. Reports from the front line speak of a new breed of tube, one that's hell-bent on destruction. Don't let
The
them
others
get too
weren't.
close, or this ship's going down. And believe it or not, I'm not the best swimmer.
I refuse to believe that. Okay, and your character moves around just as hair trigger like as the mech does.
This is your trench bay, Marine. Customize your trench here between missions.
Sniper
I'll
cannon, you
recommend
say?
gear for each mission, based on our best intel, and also my gut, which is infallible as far as you're concerned. You're free to ignore my gut, but I don't recommend it. Oh, it's talking right now. Can you hear it? It just said you want to equip that new sniper cannon on this next mission. Each weapon occupies a specific number of slots on your trench. For example, sniper cannons take up 2 slots. It'll replace both machine guns on either side of your trench. Now you're ready to launch the mission. Feel free to deploy when you're ready.
Okay, let's do that deploy stuff.
3 conduits have erupted just off the coastline. You'll need to protect the ship as we prepare to shove off. If they breach the hull, we'll never make it out of here.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to hold this beach by yourself. We're authorizing the use of the ship's emplacement cannons. We've deployed some emplacement bases to mark good locations for turrets. Let's get a shotgun turret down on the forward emplacement base to deter incoming tubes. Shotgun turret inbound to your location.
Oh, goody.
Each emplacement occupies a section of the battlefield. Keep the boundaries in mind when placing them.
I'll be honest, I'm already a little bit sick of tower defense games.
When you
Really
kill tubes, they drop
doesn't
scrap.
appeal to
Collect
me.
the scrap, and we can use that energy to
Oh,
launch
so that's what I was
multiple
stepping on
emplacements for
before.
you. Your trench is equipped with a powerful magnet that you
You,
can activate
hello.
to help collect scrap. Nicely done.
Oh, that is much better actually. Trying to walk on using this janky ass thing. Yes. Okay. So, the kind of world that they've created is actually cool. I like the story so far. That's sounding great, and the charm to it is definitely there. Definitely there. The one thing I'm not liking about it though is that the kind of combat is well, this stuff just isn't really that fun. It's about as basic as it probably looks at the moment. So you can probably get a good idea as to what I'm getting at here. There's
You can put emplacements almost anywhere you want on the battlefield. Make sure you're putting down enough to form a solid defense.
Okay. So does the scrap mean that I get more of this stuff? Oop, Tommy's. Whatever that is.
Tubes are getting stronger. Let's use some scrap energy to increase an emplacement's efficiency.
Okay.
Good job.
Let's
Now
upgrade
we're
it.
ready.
I need to upgrade you. 75. Oh, fuck off. At least we upgraded that one. That one's actually doing something. So this is one of those unfortunate things where, one of those unfortunate titles where a good story doesn't actually equal a good game. It sucks for me to say that because I do like what the story's getting at.
I must admit your
But,
men have made me
let's
very
listen to this guy.
angry. So I have created a blitzer to deliver my displeasure directly to your troops. Can
Yes,
you
I'll sign
see
for that package.
how brightly it glows? Red with rage, Frank. My rage for you.
I hate to
This
say
guy.
it, but this one's coming after you. Don't let it get close. One of them blows up in your face, it could take your whole trench out of commission.
Need to reload.
You don't want to help me or anything? Turrets, I need help, okay? Kind of feel like upgrading this guy again if I get the chance. That one there just really isn't doing much.
There's a million of them.
That's not true. Come on, upgraded turret, do your thing.
The eggheads in the lab have been cooking up
Okay.
a new emplacement. The
Turret
Japanese-
upgrade is a bit fun, I guess, but I mean, let's be honest, that's kind of half of the course for tower defense.
Use it near your shotgun turrets to slow enemies down in front of them.
Okay. Like
Right.
here?
There they are.
Wait a moment. Oh, wait, angry ones.
Sniping those blitzers.
How about you get the fuck off my ship?
Really
Why don't they
rewarding.
just give up?
Says the man who's in an iron lung. Jeez.
Can we get something to slow these tubes down?
That is the exact thing I did.
Over that way.
Okay. Sassy pants, what have you got for me? Okay. Base just went out for reasons unknown to me. Because I'm like next to this thing?
You can get a closer look at your enemies if you squint your eyes just right.
Yeah. Cool. Gotta feel like I've just been a sussy teenager about this whole thing.
Tubes. Over there. Let's get it.
Tubes, you say?
Come on, guns. Need you.
Okay, so the ability to reload specific turrets would be pretty good, actually.
Are you feeling this?
So the only way these turrets aren't going to be affected by that is if they already have full ammo, which just isn't really the case for that a lot of the time.
Dudes, thousands of them. That's close enough. Would you like some more?
Okay, so maybe a bit of a better idea to wait for them to actually come up closer. It just means that you don't have to walk as far to get the goodies that these guys dropped.
Right in the tube.
Right in the... Oh, God.
Better get some scrap, and quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're fine. I can get you. Make you better. Also, the game is definitely locked to 30 frames per second, which really makes me sad.
I was wrong, Trevor. Wrong to attack your men, or your sad little people. Wrong to scrape at the side of your ship like a tiny barnacle.
I don't
need to
think
see
he's,
that ship once and for all.
Oop.
And I have
I knew he
just
wasn't
the
being
thing to do.
genuine.
This
This-
name alone is too technical for you to
It's a boss.
comprehend. Why don't you just call him Big Willie?
Good God! It's a monster! Give him everything you've got, man! Don't let him near the ship!
Come on, guns. Need you.
Should we focus on something specific regarding this? Give me that, give me that, give me that. Loot box. Good, 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 good loot box.
This ship is set to sail. Come on aboard, Marine.
Well, okay. Base health 94%. Seems like it did a good job. I don't know what difficulty it's on or if it even has a difficulty level. That and this is pretty much the first level of the game to kind of tell you what's going on. I kind of feel like ending this here. I don't think it's worth getting into another level. This is just going to be another turret defense game. I mean, in all fairness, it has a better story. I've said that multiple times. A good story doesn't necessarily make a good game. And for any naysayers out there, think of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Not a bad story, but good God, is that a boring game? I said that as someone who really, really wanted that game to succeed as well. Anyway, let's return to this here ship. So I can quit this goddamn thing.
Lad's been cooking up some new flying monovisions. We've got a new replacement for you, the flak turret. Equip this beauty to knock his monos out of the sky.
Okay, so that was Iron Brigade. Unlike iBomber, I got out of it a bit sooner, mostly for the fact that with tower defense game, if you're the one doing all the shooting against enemies who are going to go the same way each time and have not very much variation in the way that they act and react to things, it's going to get kind of boring quick. I know that sounds like a weird thing to say coming from a person who really likes first-person shooters. However, there's a huge difference with a game like, let's take Halo for example. Halo and Destiny are both made by Bungie, but yeah, there's a good reason. They tend to make their enemies very interesting. They act. Each different type of enemy will act differently, will have different weaknesses, so you got to know how to take them down each time. Basically, you have the little grunts, so you know that if you can basically hit the little life support thing on their back, they'll just go flying around, they'll die, that's it. The elites just tend to be tough, so you throw more and more bullets for them. The other ones, you got to watch out for the shields that they're holding, so you got to shoot their hand first, which then basically opens them up for attack. They'll also dodge and react in different ways as well. And for example, the grunts are weak enemies. They don't really do a good job of dodging, but you still got to be wary of them because any one of them might just take out 2 plasma grenades at any point, just run at you. So that's just like a few examples of how enemies can react and be a lot more interesting when you're fighting them. The tower defense side of this, I mean, it kind of looks like they've taken the tower defense model and they go, okay, we can try and do something new with it. We can also combine that with an interesting world. And they did one of those things. They had an interesting world, but the gameplay side of it was, yeah, just honestly not that fun or well polished. So that's pretty much that. I mean, you've seen exactly the same thing that I have. You might feel different about it, and in which case, if you do, this might be the game for you. But let's take a look and see exactly how much they're asking for this game and see whether it's really worth it. And it has very positive reviews so far. So, I mean, people obviously loved it. A lot of people liked it, and the release date for this was 2012. So maybe we're just being caught off by the fact that it is it's a dated game, and considering what we've had in the intervening like 3.5 years or so, has really just raised our expectations for what we expect out of games. For something released 3.5 years ago, the visuals, it still would have been dated then, but it would have been more acceptable because it wouldn't have been that far off. Anyway, how much are they asking for this? $15. I'm going to have to say no. And apparently multiplayer is now fixed. 2015. Okay, that took us a long time. Sorry about that. I'm not going to get into that. That actually looks like there are quite a few issues with the game that might have been bugging a few people. So, yeah. Anyway, $15. A lot of that is going to be going towards basically the money they would have spent on developing all the cutscenes, extra assets, voice acting, all that stuff. So that's why it's going to cost more. The tragic thing here is that they just don't have the game to back it up with. They don't have that hook, which is effectively, why do I want to keep on playing this? Why do I want to see more of the storyline, which is, yet again, admittedly, fun. It's a fun setting, but I don't want to see any more of it. I don't want to get any more of the story because the mechanism in place for me to basically get more of that story isn't a very good one. It feels more like a chore than anything else. Yet again, good story does not equal good game. It's the same reason why I haven't actually finished Everybody's Gone to the Rapture yet, is because whilst I'm interested in the story and how some of it's delivered to you, there are some bits about it which just ruin the interactive aspect of it. And I think Yahtzee summed it up pretty well. He basically said, why the hell can't you go walk at even a brisk pace? You're stumbling through this place like you've got a hangover. If you think that this is worth $15, go for it. I'm not going to try to convince you otherwise. I personally don't think it's worth $15 US. So I'm going to leave it there. But I will say, though, if you think I've given this game a bit of a... If you don't think I've given it the right chance, or you think there's just something I'm missing about the game, something which I'm just ignoring, which, if revisited, might make me enjoy the game, let me know. Leave a comment. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, of course, dislike the video. If you want to see me try out more games, going in blind, see how these kind of little or lesser known titles impact the mind of someone who has no idea what to expect, then subscribe. If you want to hear more of my voice, potentially the voices of other people, subscribe as well. We do other standard Let's Play stuff as well. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thank you. Thank you for watching. I'll leave it there. Bye.